Okay, my beautiful friends, here we go. You and me together again at last. Post-market wrap-up on this Thursday, March 10th, 2022. People, where to start? Where to start? How about with the market like I always do? Yes, we had fractional losses for the major indices. However, did you see earlier this market was down substantially, a lot of buying coming in here. Okay, I think we're going to see more of that moving forward. Again, why? This is uncertainty, the war, where it's going, how it's going to play out. Oh, but we got some interesting news on that, which I will cover in just a little bit. Okay, crude oil today falling under pressure yet again on speculation that other nations besides the UAE are going to increase production. I wouldn't be betting on that. I really wouldn't. I think it's a fake out. OPEC wants crude high. Banks want it high. It's going higher. So just enjoy this little bit of relief while you can, because it's not going to last here. The dollar continues to die, although the relative strength of the dollar, well, the Dixie did reverse. It did get markedly stronger today. 10-year yield 1.99. Gold and silver catching a bid. Cryptocurrencies, Bitcoin still hovering around 39,000. Okay, whatever. That's the whole entire situation for the most part. What I do want to cover here with you is, well, this is a big one. Let's start off with this. I'm laughing. I can't help myself sometimes. It's really the truth. So as it turns out, every single major bank around the world, every one of them, has exposure to Russian debt. Really? I'm so surprised about this. How about you? No, this really shouldn't surprise you at all. These investment banks, they have so much leveraged assets in their portfolios that you can't even imagine here. And again, look, it's no secret that we've seen banks fall under pressure as of late. And I'm telling you right here yet again, be ready. You know what you need to be ready for? Another bailout. Realize what I am talking about. Let's say Bank XYZ, JP Morgan, Goldman Sachs, Bank of America, Morgan Stanley, go on and on down the list here, Deutsche Bank, whatever. Let's say it turns out that they have all kinds of Russian debt on their books. What's going to happen to it? Is it really going to be a huge liability for these institutions? How about no? They're going to get bailed out, all of them. Do you know why? Because it's an emergency. It's a crisis. Look, I think you understand. It's a shit show, and that's the way it's going to play out. I don't care how much Russian debt Bank XYZ has on their balance sheet, books, whatever. It's going to be erased or bailed out by the issuing, whatever central bank it might be, the Federal Reserve. They're going to bail out every single Wall Street bank. Mark my words, the Federal Reserve is going to bail out every single disgusting, vomitous Wall Street bank that has Russian debt, because it's an emergency and it's a crisis. You know that. People, that's the way it's going to play out. I want you to be ready for it, honestly. So yes, another massive bank bailout. Who's shocked? I'm not shocked. Are you shocked? So here, there's something else I want you to pay attention to. So, Congress are loving, caring, dog shit, pieces of shit, representatives. Yeah, well, they're unveiling a $1.5 trillion spending package. We don't have it. Okay, I told you this was going to happen anyway, which includes substantial increases for military spending. Oh, really? Who would have guessed that? Maybe you and me both. We knew that was coming. Oh, and an additional, I almost can't read my handwriting, $14 billion in emergency funding. That means more is to come for Ukraine. People, just as you and I have expected, this is exactly how it's going to play out here. You haven't seen anything with regard to spending and debts and deficits is going to balloon. I told you already. Believe me on this. Global debt is going to double from here very rapidly. It must. It has to do that. And who's going to pay for it? You are. Absolutely. You're going to watch the purchasing power of whatever fiat currency you decide that you want to go working for, which most people do, right? We all work for fiat bills that are being issued by central banks, for which we don't even own them. No, we don't own them. They're owned by the issuing central bank, plus interest that they create out of thin air. Whoever came up with that system, I can't believe it. Yeah, well, that's what we're doing. Okay, so I don't want to hear about, oh, Greg is a trader. He's participating. He's an investor in the system. Really? So are you. You work for those bills, don't you? You don't even own them. They're central bank issued notes. And they're not even freaking yours. But you're going to go out and work for them. And you're going to put yourself in debt for them too, aren't you? Yes, you are. Of course. Because you're following along like the good little sheep that you are. No, I sincerely hope you're not doing that. Although, look. People today, American citizens, are buried beyond their eyeballs in debt. I hope this is not you. I told you the phenomenon would happen where people who used to be members of the middle class are going to continue to borrow beyond their eyeballs just to maintain that status or the illusion of it. And all they're doing is assuring that they're going down to the lower rung of society in this new paradigm, this new set of rules, people, like I told you, was coming from years and years ago. Anyway, that's the story with everything, where we are at. How many of you really are surprised to find out about trillions of dollars in spending packages and a huge boost going to the military, weapons, upgrading systems? We're sending military equipment all over the world. Arms deals are going crazy. Surprised about that? I don't think you are. No, because you knew it was coming. But look, the ramifications of this are anything but funny, okay? This war right now instituted by those who are driving everything is simply a means to an end, and people are dying. Guts are being splattered all over the place, just like you would have expected. They'll kill millions. They will kill millions of people to keep the system going. The debt-based economic model is the biggest curse upon mankind. It's really, the truth is the beast system for a reason. I think you are well aware of that. Anyway, people, look, that's the situation. I think we covered it all. Lots of buying here in this market off of the low. 10-year yield stable. Dollar getting a knee-jerk higher. That muted gains in the market today. But we're looking good. We're sitting pretty. Keep your eyes on crude oil. It's not going to stay where it is. I am not saying that it can't fall further, but we are going markedly higher. There's just no doubt about it. It's all part of the game that is being played on people. It's a terrible thing to witness, but I don't think any of you out here are really expecting anything different. All right, people, look, that's it. Pretty much sum this all up for you. Please comment. What do you think about the stuff I talked about here? Interesting, not so interesting? Let me know. Chime in. I will read the comments. I always do. I always read the comments. I even answer some when I can. All right. Love you a lot. Share the video. Guess what? I'm going to see you in the morning.